Okay, so I want to talk about some mistakes that won't ruin your account, but will either set you back a significant amount or just a really big bummer. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this now, normally this is a video I do quite earlier, but this game I feel like takes significantly longer to figure out kind of the caveats of the game, etc. And this one I've been kind of waiting to do a lot of guide videos until I feel like, okay, I definitely know what I did wrong. And also, the other thing I did as a pre-qualifier is I level the character both, in my opinion, the very fastest way and the very slowest way. So I'm leveling Star-Lord, only doing all side missions, all collectibles, all 100% everything from the beginning. And it takes like 5 times as long as if you just rush epic missions and then do all side missions plus from Midgardia on out. So I'm learning both ways, but I'm also doing that because I want information to get better at the game and also to be able to inform you better, okay? So that's my duty, my job here on what I'm doing on this channel. If you like that, subscribe and like, and it will tell me that you do like that, and I'll continue doing that. So let's get right into the mistakes I made, how to avoid them. This is going to be both for free to play as well as pay to play. There will be suggestions for both. Start with the ones that I feel like are the most important, in case you get bored of the video. The first tip for sure, look at this. This is my level 36 Iron Man. Absolutely loving the character. You know who I love more than my Iron Man? My Spider-Man. He is level 100. You know why I like my Spider-Man? He's extremely fun to play, and he also is my play style. He's 1v1 PvP and in high amounts of CC. I love that in video games. You know why he's not my strongest character? Because I did not try Spider-Man and level him to 100 until I had gone all the way in on my Storm. She's 730k. Spider-Man is only 399. You know why I also can't just transfer all my stuff over? Because of exclusive stats on Omega cards, which is the other part that's a huge bummer, okay? I leveled up my Storm before I figured out the other characters in the game had other play styles that I enjoyed as well that maybe I liked more. So the first tip I can tell you right off the bat is you don't have to try every character, but try a couple characters at least that look interesting to you so you don't spend all your time, effort, money, whatever you want to call it, on one character and then realize there's another one you enjoy even more, for instance. Now, we're going to roll this into the second most important one, which is cards. Did you know cards have exclusive stats on them? They do. Shout out to Reminex and Yags, aka Monkey Farts, for figuring out that when you crunch one 6-star into another 6-star, no matter what character you're on and as well as what lead roll is signed, it's still going to roll the exclusive stat that the first original exclusive stat rolled. Meaning, when you have a card and it goes from blue to purple, whatever character it went from blue to purple, or whatever character you pull the purple plus on, it will only ever have the exclusive stat for the character that acquired that. Meaning, if you do Omega card pulls from the shop here, you go like, okay, let me pull Omega cards. You better be absolute sure that you are on the character that you want that card on. I need Amazing Spider-Man. I've tried pulling for Amazing Spider-Man. You guys have seen the videos of this. I have not been able to pull them. Every single card that I've pulled on the Storm, because I need Spider-Man on my Storm to finish my set number 11, are all now bound to Storm. Meaning I pretty much just have to use them as fodder. Look, I have a set number 9 that is now bound to Storm as well, and it's not... I have the full set of this. I have Iron Man, I also have Star-Lord, and it would have been absolutely amazing to put this on someone like my Spider-Man or even my Iron Man, who I'm enjoying a lot right now. But unfortunately, I can't put this on my Iron Man. Well, I mean, I could, but I just won't get the exclusive stat bonus, which is a real big bummer because it's part of the whole reason of the cards to get that exclusive stat bonus. And there's no way to re-roll it even with the 6-star, because we figured that out with Monkey Farts re-rolling his 6-star. So that's kind of the other bummer. So make sure that, one, it's kind of part of the first point. And the most important one I want to drive home right from the beginning is make sure you find a character you know you're in love with, and don't forget to go to the skills, read all of their skills, because you can go and you can look at the skills even if you haven't unlocked it and figure out what it does and know if you're going to like that move or not before you go all the way in, because there's no way with specializations and the cards to refund all your specialization materials, right? If you want these back, you can't like refund them or anything like that. You have to get them from raids, which take absolutely forever. Okay, so point number one, double down, make sure you're on the right character first. I actually have a video, I'll put it in the pinned comments, that explains the breakdown of every character, who you should play, and the pros and cons in case you're new to the game and just want to get a breakdown of each character so you can pick the right character. Okay, something else that's really annoying that you need to think about in advance is potentials are kind of hard to get, okay? It looks like you get a lot of them early, but then they slow down. I still don't have max potential on my storm. So what you want to do is not go through and just max all of the ones in the beginning. You want to look through and figure out, if you look through at all of them into the future, which stat it is you want and save your potentials for when you get to that one. So for instance, if I really wanted cooldown decrease, I would have not put it into HP or defense, right? Waited for the cooldown decrease and put it into there, for instance. Whereas instead what I did is I just kind of maxed the cheaper ones. So look ahead and figure out what you want to max first. Like I'll give you another example to make it a little bit clearer to understand. On my Spider-Man, I actually utilized this strategy by saving my potential and looking ahead and only queuing for the ones that give me dodge rate, putting all my points into the dodge rate one, because Spider-Man can get really, really, really high dodge rate, for instance, and that's kind of my go-to strategy. So here we go. Loaded it in. Open up the character again. Oops, don't want to go here. Go back here. Let's open up the character, enhance potential. Now look, you see how the only thing I have is point and attack there, and then I went down and I got dodge rate maxed, and now dodge rate maxed. You see? That's because I waited and dumped all my potential into what I think was the correct thing instead of doing it like I did on my storm. So don't waste your potential in the beginning. That's another tip that I got for you. Here's kind of a pay-to-win tip real quick, is that when you clear through for the first time on your first character and it's important that you get your right character first too, because this is another reason this tip doesn't work unless you're on your right character. You figure out the game and you're someone who's going to pay to play. So then you're going through, and when you clear places like New Stark for the first time or Midgardia or whatever, you figure out the regional set you want, and when you beat that place, you buy the set piece offer, because it's going to give you one random piece of that set, and you just pray you basically don't get the helmet, and then you have a 2-piece set of the regional, and now you only need 2 more to complete your ultra like in-game set basically, and those are the ones you roll up, and then you eventually can re-roll them with 6 stars. So that's kind of your best strategy if you're spending money, is those sets. And then the other thing is the specialization offers that happen when you beat a raid for the first time. So every time you beat a raid for the first time, it's going to offer you like $8.99, $26.99, or $44.99 pack offers, depending upon exactly which raid it is you clear. And, the normal variant, medium grade variant, or extreme variant, or they call it ultimate variant. And for that reason, if you are a well or somebody's going to be spending money in this game, those are one of the best deals you can get, because they're expensive, but specialization is so hard to get in this game, and it gives you insane power and insane upgrades. Like for instance, on Spider-Man here, if you actually look at the specialization, there's ones that, look at this one, Green Goblin's Madness. You lose defense, but you gain damage. You can gain basically just 30% more total damage. Or here, he can actually overcap his dodge rate and actually allow him to go higher than 100% dodge rate. So even if people build hit rate, you can still dodge 100% of the time, stuff like that. So some of those specializations are literally busted. Like some characters just have revives just for free. Like they just revive. Spider-Man's one of those people, for instance. We're going to close it out with a random tip. Every time you hit level 100 with a new character, you can complete the side missions that are like hit squad rank 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 again and again with every character, just automatically. Meaning you get the reward every single time. Look at that. I just got 4-star Thanos card. You actually can get the reward every single time on every single character. So you end up getting a pretty good amount of rewards every time you level a character. That's why getting your squad rank up is such a huge deal, for instance. What's the new card we got? We got a Thanos card is what we got right here. We got that card. Okay, well, hopefully that helped. If it did help, consider subscribing, as that will help me out a lot in return, and liking helps me out doubly as much. If you made it all the way to the end, you already helped me out a whole bunch, so I appreciate that. With that being said, I submitted the channel for monetization. Thank you guys so much with the support. I was able to apply for monetization in like under 10 days or something from the creation of the channel, and this channel is very fast growing at the moment, both in terms of views and subscribers, and I just really appreciate that. Hopefully my information that I'm bringing to the table is helpful in saving you guys time up for the money, because that is the goal. That being said, love y'all, and I'll see you on the next video.